Welcome back to yet another episode of Cinema Society Saturday. And once again, I am Gus from Askewed Reviews. And if you don't know what Cinema Society Saturday is, this is where a bunch of us horror content creators have decided to come together. Each week we are randomly given a theme, we partner up, give our partner a movie that fits within the theme, and then we review that film for all of you. Now, if you did watch my other review from earlier today, you would know what the theme is. But just in case you don't and you're watching this now, the theme for this week is I'm so sorry. And what that means is each of us gave our partners a movie that we either really disliked, hated, or just absolutely could not stand. This week's theme was so much fun, just to kind of watch some people give out movies that they thought were terrible, and then seeing other people go, wait a minute, I actually really like that one. It really was fascinating to see what movies people thought were terrible. Now, since I ended up being lucky enough to be partnered with two people for this week, my other partner was Peachy Goddamn Darling. And if you're not following her, you really should. She is so funny. She has some great reviews and some other really fun and interesting content that you should go and check out. So for this week's theme, Peachy gave me the film of Night Killer from 1990, directed by Claudio Fragasso and Bruno Mattei. Oh, this one was rough. I'm I'm going to just say that right away. This definitely fit the category of I'm so sorry. So let me tell you about the concept for this one. First of all, we have a complete psychopath who is wearing this mask up here, but trust me, it looks nowhere near as cool as it does in that drawing. It is one of the worst masks I've ever seen, and also in a complete ripoff of Freddy Krueger. He has on one hand a bunch of claws. Now they're claws instead of, actual like knives and stuff like that, but they look like they could not hurt anyone. But yet, somehow, when he goes and finds his victims, he is able to plunge these hands through someone's chest out through the other side. Now, as for the people that he chooses as his victims, they just appear to be women. I never really caught on to if there was a specific reason or if there was some sort of connection between them. It really just seemed like, hey, there's a woman, let's go get her. Now, at one point, our psychopath seems to target a particular woman named Melanie Beck. And Melanie seems to be an average everyday woman, although I do have a question for my female audience. Is it common for you to just stare into the mirror with your breasts exposed to have a moment of reflection? I mean, if it is, awesome, but it just didn't seem normal. But anyway, so our killer here, who has now tracked down Melanie, is instead of just taking her out, seems to now be torturing her and eventually causing her to completely have amnesia and forget the whole situation and whoever was underneath the mask. Now, after this point, Melanie does get some assistance from a therapist and even from the police. And they're trying to help her regain her memory because she does actually have a daughter named Clarissa who she doesn't remember and is now living with friends of hers because she really just can't take care of her at the moment. Now, things only go from bad to worse as a complete creep named Axel, who may or may not be the Night Killer, has now kidnapped Melanie once again and is potentially torturing her one more time. And the problem here is we are told that if she remembers the truth of who the Night Killer is, then that individual might end up taking her out to just make things better for him, I guess. This movie is super confusing at times, like absolutely absurd at moments. So I won't really say much more about the plot there, with whatever plot there actually is, but this movie is absolutely crazy. The acting is terrible, the plot horrible, virtually no storyline whatsoever, and the decisions that are made in this movie, I I am so bothered by what they are attempting to do with Melanie, which will be revealed later on in the movie, and even the twists. Like there's one twist that happens near the end and it just makes you go, "Why? Why was this the right decision?" And the other twist is kind of like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. The only saving grace I'll give this movie is that the acting in it is so over the top that at moments it actually becomes not enjoyable, but slightly amusing. So if that's enough to get you to watch this, go ahead and check it out. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. But if you want to see it, it's currently streaming for free on Tubi. Now, just once more, I'm going to mention go and follow Peachy if you're not already doing so. Let's see if we can get her up to 3,000 followers. And of course, another reason to go check her out is because she'll be reviewing a movie that I gave her. And for this week of I'm So Sorry, I gave her the 2022 film Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I hope you enjoyed my review for The Night Killer, and if you'd like to see what everyone else in the group did for their reviews of I'm So Sorry, just look up the hashtag Cinema Society Saturday.